Yo, what's going on, guys? Jay here. So, welcome to Talking Hip Hop today. I got a new quick vid for you. Before we get into it, drop the socials, talking.hip hop on the IG. Like, subscribe, comment, all that on the YouTube, Talking Hip Hop if you haven't, looked at my channel. And then go over to Spotify, follow the Talking Hip Hop show for new episodes weekly where I talk about and review the newest music as well as older music that I'm revisiting in my rotation. It is the place to be if you want to get some new music or extra know what's popping in the rap game right now. So today, the day I'm recording, this will come out a little later, but the day I'm recording, it has been a year since the release of Utopia by Travis Scott. Now, first of all, let me just say I will also link in the description my Utopia review. I think is probably one of the best reviews I've ever done. Very in-depth, and honestly, I'm very proud of that review. And yeah, this is just a little quick update, I guess, for Utopia, which has aged like fine wine so far. I know it's only been a year to the day, but I've said it since it came out, and I still stand by. This is Travis's best album. This encapsulates so much of what Travis Scott has to offer as an artist. Now, of course, there's heavy bias because not only was listening to this album for the first time like a core memory for me and a great experience. I saw him live in concert at the Barclays Center where he performed Fiend over 10 times. I got the merch on right now for the video. Circus Maximus, Utopia, Scott, all that. But yeah, this whole track list is still rock solid. I feel relatively the same about a lot of the songs on here. None of them have really fallen off or in terms of quality for me, except honestly like K-pop, but I never liked that song. And I could look at songs like My Eyes, like Telekinesis, and like Till Further Notice and say that they're top five Travis songs, to be honest. Maybe Till Further Notice is not out of there. It's maybe a little further back, but My Eyes and Telekinesis are top three for me. These are some of Travis's most personal, best written songs. And again, it's not anything too fucking crazy, but they're just overall some of his best artistic creations, some of his best performances, some of his best productions, just overall. And there's no doubt about that to me. This whole track list is stacked back to front. And again, I'm not giving any new analysis or new light because I have a whole 30-minute review for that. Again, check it out if you're interested. And I'm kind of just here to gush about the album a little bit because it's my most played albums since it came out. Fiend is still a mega hit. Travis is still touring. He just got another stadium show at MetLife. He just did a crazy tour throughout Europe with like an 80,000 people performance in fucking Milan. Like, Travis Scott's a superstar, and he was a superstar before this, but he is a new level of superstar at this point. We were talking about him in popularity-wise in the same echelon as an act like The Weeknd or Drake. I mean, Travis Scott is really up there. I don't know when he'll drop again, but he definitely doesn't have to for at least another year after this, at least until late 2025, because Utopia has the staying power, it has the replayability, and it is uber fucking popular. The only new bit of commentary I guess I have to add to this album is really how much it is clearly influenced by Kanye West. And that's no particular bad thing, right? Obviously Kanye is a pretty condemned man at this point in hip hop. And I don't mean there are of course the songs a song or two on here. I think like God's Country. I forget which ones it was actually, but that were like used to be Ye leaks and are now on the album. I was never into Ye leaks, so I don't care. But just so much of his zany bars, his charismatic and like yelling and ad libs and vocal delivery at certain points throughout the album, and the songwriting a lot feels very Kanye inspired, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? I'm just pointing out that me personally, revisiting this, and there's some heavy Ye influence more than I initially thought. But honestly, if I was to slot this in against Ye's catalog, there's only one album by him that I think is better than it, to be honest. Like, those of you who know me know I am no Kanye fan. Or I should say no Kanye stan. Because, like, he makes great music. I don't think he's the GOAT. I don't think he's top 15. I don't think he's a top 30 rapper of all time. He's not a good rapper. He is an incredible artist when it comes to putting together an album, when it comes to productions, even when it comes to singing at points. He has great creative visions. But he is not the man when it comes to writing lyrics and when it comes to being a convincing rapper on the mic outside of his first three albums. But we're not here to talk about that, right? Because, again, those are similarities that he may or may not hold to Travis Scott, right? Travis Scott's no lyricist. Travis Scott is definitely transcending hip-hop right now. He is definitely becoming just not a pop star, not like Drake. Because, again, Fiend's the biggest hit on this album. And that is no mainstream sounding song. It is changing the sound of the mainstream as we know it, and is allowing for artists like Yeet, artists like Yachty and Ian and Ken Carson to become even more popular and actually become more mainstream rappers when they were initially thought to be underground and before Rage really, like obviously a song like Mr. Rage made for Rage to be mainstream, but we're talking years later. And Scott is really just changing the shape and the sound of modern hip hop. But yeah, a year later, let me know how you guys are feeling Utopia in the comments. This is one of my favorite albums. I think it's my favorite album of the last several years. And I'm not, I probably sound like such a glazer right now, but man, like I really didn't even like, I always was a Travis Scott fan, but I didn't even like, this was the album that really made me fall in love with him. Like, I'm the biggest Travis Scott fan I ever been when this album came out. But yeah, like I said, let me know in the comments. How are we feeling this album and I almost said an hour, a year later. Am I glazing hard as fuck right now? Is Travis Scott, is this his best album or is that a crazy take for me? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys clicking on the video today. Like I said, I got my review. Be sure to check that. I also have done reviews on albums lately, like The Death of Slim Shady by Eminem and King of the Mischievous South Volume 2 by Denzel Curry. Be sure to check those out. Like, subscribe, all that shit. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.